Hey there, and welcome back. Today, we're jumping into something I bet a lot of you do, but maybe don't think too much about putting that one song on an endless loop. It might feel like just a weird little quirk, right? But the science behind it, well, it reveals some really surprising things about how our brains are built for focus, efficiency, and even how we handle our emotions.
Does this sound familiar? You find that one track, and suddenly, for the next few days, it's just everything. It's on in the car, at your desk, when you're making dinner. It becomes the soundtrack to your life. So what is actually going on there?
Yeah, exactly. This isn't just about a catchy tune. What psychologists are finding is that this little habit, it's like a peek under the hood of your own mind. It's a sign that your brain might be operating in some seriously complex and efficient ways that you didn't even realize. Okay, let's get into it. So here's our game plan. We're going to talk about why you love that loop, dig into the neuroscience of it all, see how it works as a kind of mental shield, connect it to who you are, and then at the end, I'll show you how to turn this whole thing into a powerful strategy.
All right, first up, let's completely reframe this habit. It's not just some random thing you do. It's an active choice your brain is making for a really, really good reason.
I mean, think about it. We'll live in this world that's just screaming new all the time, right? New trends, new shows, new music. So when you choose to stick with something familiar, that's not you falling behind. It's actually a deliberate act of focus. You're signaling that you value consistency and depth over just constant, shallow change. So what is actually going on up there when you hit play for the 10th or maybe the 100th time? This is where the science gets super cool, because it shows just how clever your brain is about saving its energy. Okay, so the big idea here is something called cognitive offloading. Sounds complicated, right? But it's actually super simple. Your brain is all about being efficient, lazy in a smart way. It finds a familiar pattern, like a song it knows inside and out, and basically says, okay, I don't have to work on this, freeing up all that precious mental energy for the stuff you actually need to focus on. Just look at the difference here. When you listen to a new song, your brain is working overtime. It's analyzing the melody, trying to predict the rhythm, processing the words. But a song you already know, zero effort. Your brain doesn't have to guess what's next. And that sends a powerful signal to your whole nervous system. Hey, it's all good, you can chill out now. And that's when the magic really happens. That feeling of safety lets your brain shift gears. It moves from that high alert, anxious beta state down into a calm, focused alpha state. Alpha waves, that's the sweet spot. That's your flow state, where you can really concentrate and let your creativity run wild.
And of course, your brain absolutely loves being this efficient. So what does it do? It gives itself a little reward, and that reward comes in the form of a chemical hit. This creates this really powerful, satisfying cycle. Your brain gets kind of hooked. It enters what you could call a short burst of deep obsession. You know your favorite part of the song is coming, you can feel that buildup, and bam, it hits, just like you knew it would. That perfect predictability is what triggers the dopamine release. It feels good, and that feeling keeps you locked in and motivated on whatever you're trying to do. So, we get it. It saves energy, it feels good, but how can we actually use this? How can we turn it into a tool, especially when we really need to get things done? I absolutely love this concept, the sonic shield. That repeating song isn't just noise in the background. It's like you're building a predictable, protective wall of sound around your mind. And what's it protecting you from? All that random, unpredictable stuff that just yanks your attention away. You know, the background chatter at the coffee shop, the, hey, got a minute at the office, the constant pings from your phone. Your favorite loop just smooths over all that chaos. And by filtering all that out, you're basically giving yourself permission to think deeper. This is how you get into that state where you can solve the really tough problems, where you start connecting ideas in new ways. That one song becomes your ticket into a real state of flow. Okay, this brings us to what might be the most fascinating part of all of this. Because the song you choose, well, it's not an accident. It says a lot about who you are and what you're dealing with in that exact moment. Psychologists have a term for this, an internal locus of evaluation. All that really means is you trust your own judgment. You're not picking a song because it's on some popular playlist or because you think you should like it. You're picking it because it genuinely works for you. And this shows a really clear difference in what drives you. Instead of just chasing trends and always needing something new, you're driven by an internal choice.
You're seeking emotional security, you're valuing your own inner peace, and honestly, that's a huge sign of self-awareness.
But it goes even deeper than that. For many of us, that repeating song becomes a kind of emotional anchor. If you're someone who's pretty introspective, you might be using a song to help you process a specific feeling. Kind of like how your brain sorts through memories while you sleep, that song can be a safe, contained space for you to work through stress and stay grounded. All right, so now you know the why behind this habit. Let's flip the script. Let's turn this from something you just do into a powerful strategy you can use on purpose. And the process is super simple. First, pick a song you know by heart, something that feels like a warm blanket. Next, just set it to repeat. Then, and this is key, consciously let it go. Allow your brain to offload it so it just fades into the background. And that's it. You're ready to dive into your work and let that sonic shield do its thing.
So the big takeaway here is this. You're not doing something weird or unfocused. You are intelligently working with your brain's natural programming. You're embracing its need for efficiency instead of fighting against it. And that is always, always the smarter way to go. And when you think about it, this is so much bigger than just music. It's about understanding the unique ways your own mind works. Once you see the genius behind the habit, you can stop judging it and start leveraging it to really tap into your full potential.
So I'll leave you with this to chew on. What about your favorite loop? That one song you always go back to. What's it really doing for you? Is it giving you focus, comfort, a way to process your day? The answer, well, it might just reveal a whole lot about you.